Welcome back. I am Deepan Puriwal and you're watching the Savera. In a major shift in India's diplomatic landscape, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar offered a hopeful and optimistic outlook on India's relationship with China. According to Jaishankar, the bilateral ties between India and China are now much better than before, with positive steps being taken to address several critical issues that have impacted both the nations over the past few years. Jaishankar emphasized that India and China are now actively engaging in discussions on a range of issues, some of which has been sidelined due to the pandemic and border tensions. These include important matters like the resumption of direct flights between the two countries, the revival of the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, and addressing collateral issues stemming from the COVID-19 pandemic. Jaishankar noted that these discussions are an important sign of progress in the relationship, showing that both nations are willing to put efforts into finding common ground. One of the key highlights of Jaishankar's address was his mention of the disengagement process that took place along the India-China border, particularly in sensitive areas such as Depsang and Demchok. He stated that the disengagement in these areas was a significant step in improving bilateral relations, with both sides taking strides towards reducing tensions that had escalated in recent years. Jaishankar pointed out that the situation at the border, particularly in regions like Depsang and Demchok, was a result of a force build-up over a period of years. He acknowledged that various factors, including the pandemic, contributed to the heightened tensions, but also noted that the relationship between the two nations has now entered a phase of constructive dialogue. He stressed that these issues, while complicated, are being addressed methodically and cautiously in order to restore peace and stability. On the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, Jaishankar highlighted that some collateral effects like the suspension of direct flights between India and China and the halt of the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra were unfortunate consequences of the global health crisis. He mentioned that these disruptions were not in the best interest of either country and that it was crucial for both nations to work together to resume normalcy in these areas. He also acknowledged that the challenges faced between 2020 and 2024, during which the India-China relationship saw considerable strain, largely due to the border standoff and the pandemic. Earlier in the year 2024, in the month of October, India and China made notable progress in improving border stability. The two countries reached an agreement on patrolling arrangements in the Depsang Plains and Demchok, which are two key friction points along the line of actual control. This understanding followed a series of earlier disengagements in other friction points in eastern Ladakh, which were the result of high-level diplomatic and military discussions. The agreement has been hailed as a step towards reducing military tensions in these sensitive areas. Dr. Jaishankar also referenced the crucial meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping in Kazan in October last year, which took place on the sidelines of the 16th BRICS summit. During the meeting, both leaders welcomed the agreement on complete disengagement and resolution of the issues that had arisen in 2020 at the India-China border. The remarks made by Jaishankar come at a time when India and China appear to be stepping away from the tension-filled years of 2020 to 2024. As both nations continue to engage diplomatically and militarily, there is hope that the relationship will continue to improve, contributing to a more stable and peaceful region in the future. To sum up, India's diplomatic approach, as highlighted by Dr. S. Jaishankar, focused on pragmatism and dialogue, with a strong emphasis on rebuilding ties, addressing outstanding issues, and fostering long-term cooperation. The India-China relationship, which had seen several ups and downs in recent years, now seems to be heading in a more positive direction, with both sides recognizing the importance of maintaining peace and stability for the benefit of their people and the broader region as well. That's all for now on this developing story. We'll continue to monitor the progress in India-China relations and bring you the latest updates. Stay tuned for more.